Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been literally so long since I've been on here, and I was like trying to do stuff with IGTV and it was just a mess, and it's really hard to put like good quality video on there because it's such a large file. And so I wanted to, do makeup routines and hair stuff, and it was just a mess. The phone does not do nearly as good as my camera, and it would take like literally 2 hours to upload an IGTV, which can sometimes be slow, but this was like every time, and I was like, okay, I'm done with it. So back to YouTube we go. Okay, I just wanted to do some super easy summer hairstyles. Literally all you're gonna need, maybe some bobby pins, the clear elastic ties, you can get those like pretty much anywhere, and then whatever hair ties you like. I like these. They're kind of like telly ties. Any type of tie like that I like because it doesn't leave a crease in your hair, so if I want to wear my hair up one day and then the next like keep my curls going, I can do that. So for the first one, I'm just going to do like a little side braid, and like some days I just don't want my bangs in my face, even if it's just on one side. So I really like to do a side braid. It's super easy. When I was first kind of learning how to do this, I would section off the front part of my hair from the rest, and you can just kind of put a tie on this side to just keep it out of your way so you're not grabbing from that. So obviously you want to start at the very top and grab probably like 4 inches worth of hair across, and then you can just start your braid this way like normal. Do it one time, make sure it's tight, we can loosen it up later, and you just want to grab from each side as you go down. And if you want yours to kind of like go towards the back, just keep pulling from that back section to make it go further back a little bit. And of course we can, loosen it. I like to leave out some little pieces in the front. You can of course pull those out later if you want to. And then just braid down as far as you want. I always braid down further than I want to tie it off, that way I can pull it out and it won't make it shorter or anything like that. Once you're at the bottom, clear elastic on the very end. You want it to be kind of tight because we're going to pull and make it big and messy. So you don't want it to pull the tie off or anything like that. Okay, so I always start from the top, your very first section, and just kind of pull. Keep going down, and you have to do this a couple times depending on how loose you want it to be. So if you don't get it loose enough the first time, you can always go back over it. This is just the first time, just kind of to get it started and separate it all out. But you do want to still braid it tight at first, that way it's not like bumpy around the edges. You still want it to be like smooth going into the braid. Okay, so then once you've gone all the way down, I usually kind of start at the bottom again and pull the very last one out a long ways, and then kind of pull up on the clear elastic, and you're just going to keep doing that all the way up. Okay, and since I have extensions, the front of my hair is really hard to get like a nice good thick braid, because they don't start until here. So all of this is like my real hair, and then of course I've pulled some from the back for like the bottom layers. But once you've pulled it all out and you have it looking as messy as you want it, and you have that band in, you're done. Is a nice little boho braid for summer and keeps your bangs out of your face. And you can really do these on like straight hair. If you curled your hair, if you haven't done anything to your hair, you can always do the braid first, curl it. For the bun, you know, you might have to touch up your front pieces, but other than that, you can do it with any style hair. So for this one, I usually do it kind of leaned over, but for the sake of this video, I won't do it leaned over, that way you all can see. But I usually just pull out like the very front section of my bangs, and then you're going to gather your hair kind of like a ponytail, but this is going to be a bun. So I think it looks better when you leave the part instead of going like straight back with the rest of your hair. So I still want to kind of keep that part intact, so I don't want to pull my hair straight back, but I'm just going to like fix the pieces as I slowly lift the ponytail higher. And this one's like a really messy one, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Like if you really are like picky about strands poking out or whatever, you can always go back and pin them down later. And I'm just gonna do like a whatever bun for this because I think it looks, the messier the cuter it is. But I just kind of wrapped it around and tucked in my extras. So I've kind of just tucked in my extras, and then, you know, if you don't want these pieces hanging out, I personally like them. I think it makes it look messier, but if you don't, you can just reach back, find your hairband, tuck them in. If you need a bobby pin, it's my phone. If you need a bobby pin, you can of course add those and fix some of those spots where your hair might be hanging out. I just got my extensions done, so they're like really tight on my head, so they kind of stick out a little bit. So if I just want those to lay flatter, I can just add a few little bobby pins in. And honestly, the reason why I like this so much, like I hate wearing my hair in a bun because I have a giant forehead, like seriously. So I like to leave my bangs out, and you can of course like pull some other little ones out, but I like to leave my bangs out because it kind of prevents my forehead from looking so large. But I also think it's a cute fun style for summer, wear to the pool, wear to the lake, and just like that little messy bun vibe. Okay, so this one is like extremely easy, but it's such a fun way to like incorporate more of like a classy or just an added touch if you have like a plainer outfit on, or you know, if you have like a crazy outfit on, it looks cute too. I just have these little pearl clips that I like to use, and I just kind of take, it's kind of hard since I have extensions and they're like right at the front, but I want my hair to kind of like overlap it, so I'll usually like pull it back a little bit and then just take my clip and put my bangs like on my extension. Put them like right against my head like this. I've seen people do both sides too. I need to find like, I should have bought 2 of these when I got this, but I only have 1, so I'm like, I don't know how I feel about like 2 different ones, but like 2 of the same would be really cute, and then you can kind of pull out some of the hair if it gets too much tucked under. But it just kind of makes a cute little way to also pull your bangs out of your face if you're like me and you hate having them in your face most of the time. Okay, so for this last one, this one's a little bit more complicated, but it looks a little more complicated, but it's still super easy. So I'm gonna turn around for this one. Okay, so for the second one, you kind of want to take a section that is a little bit smaller than what you would normally do for a half-up style if you've ever worn your hair that way, and then just kind of smooth it out and get it how you want it to look in the front. Make sure there are no pieces sticking out, and gather that all together. Once you've done that, you can take your clear elastic and we were going to put it around like normal, just like you're doing a normal half-up ponytail. and smooth it all out. Make sure you don't have any hair stuck in it, and then you just kind of want to split it apart down the middle, and then you're going to flip the ponytail back through the little hole you kind of made, and then you can tighten it, pull out the pieces, make it loose, make it messy, whatever you want to do. For the second one, you're going to do pretty much the exact same thing. You just want to make sure you're taking another small section, again, making sure it looks kind of how you want it to in the front. It may take you a few times to grab the right amount of hair. I have to be careful of my extensions so that they're not showing. But you're going to do the same exact thing. Take small sections, smooth it out, make sure it looks good in the front, and then you can take your elastic and do the same exact thing. Tie it up like a normal ponytail, and then you're going to split it just like we did before and tuck it back through the top. I always go over the top. That's how you get those little twisties. That looks so pretty and fun. And then you can kind of play with it, make it loose, whatever you want to do. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I need to do another intro for my YouTube channel, get to know me type thing, just in case there are people on here who don't know me from Instagram or my blog. I do fashion, beauty, travel, lifestyle, mom stuff, all kinds of things. So I'll probably do that next. But if there is another video that you're interested in seeing, leave that idea below. I can do more hairstyles. I did some on my last, maybe not my last, 2 IGTVs ago that were really fun with hair scarves. So I'll leave a link below for that as well.